Hello! I've just, well, not long been up. That's why I look like hell. This is the last gardening collaboration of the year. I am going to make an effort and do some more home ed, family, whatever type videos. But because things are so busy, I'm going to try and stick to this every other week schedule. And it's just fell that the next video is a gardening collab. So, not next week, week after, I'm going to try and do some home eddy. Home eddy. There's not a lot to show you. I'll show you though. We've had that storm, haven't we? Storm Babette. And things have been flooded. And, you know, every year they did the allotment awards. Even though I've come off my allotment, I entered the kids into the allotment competition before we come off. And in case you haven't seen it, I'll just recap you that I was told that my oldest Pudge was too old to enter the allotment competition, the children's allotment competition, because he was 12. So I was like, well, fair enough. Then I found out later that he wasn't too old. There was kids his age and even older entering. They was just being nasty to my son, who doesn't deserve it because he's a lovely chap. But that's just one of the reasons I've come off the allotment, because I don't need that. So I wasn't going to go, but the other kids have won awards apparently. But I wasn't going to go. I was going to pick my trophies up later. I wasn't going to go to the ceremony when they've snubbed and been nasty to my 12-year-old. So I was going to say, oh, but anyway, the ceremony got cancelled because of Storm Babette anyway. I was like, shame. Yes. So I don't know if they're rescheduling it or if they're just going to deliver, you know, hand the trophies out, but I ain't going because of how they behaved to my son. What was I going to say? Oh, nah, I haven't got a lot of money, but I'm hoping, now I'm doing it in my garden, I'm hoping next year I can put a little polytunnel here maybe. I did think of using an old camp tent, so I've got some small camp tents, but my husband said, no, that won't work. It needs to be transparent material to let the sun in, but I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to wang you around because that way it's one clip in it and I ain't got to mess about editing. Look, I started filling this bath with like cardboard and chicken bedding, but it's flooded with a storm. And that one with the raspberry canes, I cut them down way too early to move them from the allotment. I don't know if you can see, but they're already starting to grow back. Look, so at least there's life in them. Some of them haven't, but some of them start to grow back, so they're all going to be all right. Covered that in chicken bedding and cardboard, that big tie of chicken bedding. Strawberry plants are the same. I planted some, sorry, I don't know if you can see. I planted some peas, but I don't know if I was too late. They started to flower, and I even got a couple of pods going, but now the weather's dropped, so we'll see what happens there. I've got all this golden Virginia, it's not for me, but I understood it that you can't harvest the leaves until they're yellow. And I've harvested a bit. For the person who it's for has got a tin's worth now. But there's all this left. While it's alive, I'm going to keep it there. I'm hoping it'll turn yellow. But if it doesn't, it's such a waste, isn't it? I mean, look at all that could be harvested if it was yellow. But I don't know if you can harvest it sooner. I'm going to have to look into it. Otherwise, it's a shame. But I suppose that's why you're meant to grow it in hot countries, isn't it? Because there's just not enough sun in this country. Got seed pods on though, lots of seeds next year. Yes, there's not much to show you, but I'm going to try and do better next year. Really make a go of doing it here. Like I say, money's a bit of a doodah, but I reckon we can work it. I saw a thing once where people were cutting the bottom of milk bottles and like tying them to their fences and making their own like fence, what they call fence pots, hanging basket type things. So I'm thinking of having a go at that. But yeah, this is the last one for the year, and I think this is the third year we've done it. I'm planning on doing it next year, but I think we'll do it differently because people take the mick with it. They say they're going to do it and they don't do it, and it just annoys me. Maria from Richardson Simple Living, I'm going to ask her if she wants to host it as well, you know, instead of it just being me that hosts it. I don't know if you can see me. Because she's the only other person who solidly does it every single month. So, yeah, check out the channels in the description box below. And check out Maria from the Rich and Simple Living. She does home ed videos as well. And she does, I want to say slow cooker, but it's not a slow cooker. Air fryer recipes. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully be a home eddy one next time. Mwah!